characteristics of a gifted child. Each child is unique and may be very assertive in a certain area of life than other children. There are lots of characteristics of a gifted child. In this tutorial, we are going to look at few of them. The first characteristics of a gifted child is memory retention or extraordinary memory. Gifted children normally have excellent retentive memory and high learning capacity. This high learning capacity enables them to assimilate data rapidly. So, every gifted child has an excellent retentive memory, especially in the area of their giftedness. Another characteristic of a gifted child is that they have high curiosity level. Gifted children have high level of curiosity about the area of their giftedness or about what they are passionate about. They want to know more, and because they want to know more, they become so inquisitive, especially in the area of their giftedness. Another characteristic of a gifted child is that they have high level of intensity. Gifted children are often very passionate about something that interests them, and they can keep this passion for a very long time. When a child is doing something, and no matter how you distract him or her as a parent, no matter how you try to remove his attention from there, and he is still very passionate about that interest, it is a sign that that thing is the area of his giftedness. So, gifted children develop high level of intensity in the area of their giftedness. Another characteristic is that they enjoy learning. Every gifted child develops the interest to learn in the area of their giftedness. And that is why you will see a child that doesn't like reading, that doesn't like going to school, but there is something he is passionate about. There is something he wants to devote his time to learn. The word insatiable can be used to describe how much a gifted child wants to learn. Another characteristic of a gifted child is depth of perception. Gifted children often uniquely and distinctively perceive life and events. They can see patterns in the abstract, which empowers them to uniquely solve problems. This depth of perception can make a gifted child to read meaning into something that is meaningless to you. The next one is that they have sophisticated language and a thought process. A gifted child may or may not talk early, but the moment they start talking, they may have high level of dialogue. And because they have high thinking ability, they prefer to hang out with people that are older than their age, because they were searching for someone they feel that is intelligent, that can meet their expectation. The next one is ability to recognize more options. A gifted child can imagine more ways to solve a problem, more alternative means, and they are ready to experiment all those alternatives. That is why they are rule breakers, because they want to do things in their own way. They don't want to follow rules. They don't want to follow due process. The next characteristic is that gifted children hate repetition. Gifted children like to learn through discoveries, and as a result, they hate to review things they already know. And this is one of the undisputable characteristics of a gifted child. They love learning new things. They love trying and inventing new things. The next characteristic is that they are perfectionists. A gifted child may comprehend what is ideal in a setting. This characteristic could lead to frustration, especially when the gifted child could not meet the level of perfectionism. They always have the desire to achieve 100% accuracy. Another characteristic is perseverance. Gifted children are tenacious when it comes to following their passion, when it comes to the field of their interest. The desire to figure something out may cause a gifted child to persevere and to do all manner of study about the field of their interest. They are ever ready to build and scatter, fix and destroy until they achieve the level of perfectionism, until they achieve exactly what they want. The next one is high level of sensitivity. Gifted children are very, very sensitive. They are more emotionally sensitive both to themselves and to others. They can be very empathetic and morally sensitive because they are good observers. They understand body languages. They understand voice tones more than you. They also understand small communication details. So they are very sensitive to different communication details. The next characteristic is rapid comprehension. Gifted children have the super capacity to acquire and assimilate information quickly. They also have a desire for ongoing mental stimulation. Rapid comprehension makes a gifted child far ahead of the other children. That is why they resist focusing on non-complex activities. The next characteristic is tendency towards complexity. Gifted children want to see the big picture of their learning. They prefer to see more complex tasks, more difficult problems. That is why they are always curious. They may ask many why questions. Why is this? Why is that? So gifted children prefer it complex. They prefer situations that are very complex. The next one is high expectation. Gifted children tend to have high expectation for themselves and even for others. And that is why they are perfectionists. They want to achieve 100% accuracy. They have a high sense of what is fair. And that is why they don't understand rules set by other people. That is why you see them as rule breakers. Because of this high expectation, it is very difficult for most of them to interact with people that is below their level of intelligence. The next characteristic is verbal ability. Most gifted children start talking early. They use words way above their level. That is why most of them are avid storytellers, because of their verbal ability. Another characteristic is information processing. Gifted children usually have that ability to learn, assimilate and process information, especially in the field of their interest. They are faster in processing information than their peers. Some of them can even process information faster than their teachers. They are very inquisitive. They want to know more, especially in the area of their giftedness. They want to know more about things they are passionate about. And as a result, they develop a high level of curiosity. Another characteristic of a gifted child is persistence. Many gifted children have high persistence and ability to learn. They have a lot of social passion and sensitivity to the needs and feelings of other people. The next one is strong imagination. Gifted children develop strong imagination as a result of their creative thinking ability. They have an inborn independent thinking ability. The last characteristic of a gifted child is problem solving. You cannot talk about gifts without talking about humanity. Gift is meant to serve humanity. So every gifted child is a problem solver. And you cannot solve problems without mentioning people. So because they are problem solvers, they break complicated issues. So in conclusion, there are lots of characteristics of gifted children. Some of them I did not mention here. Every child has an inborn trait that made him or her unique and exceptional. Parents should endeavor to identify the area of the giftedness of their children through the characteristics they display. Early discovery of these characteristics will help you to know how best to nurture the child. It will also help you to create an educational plan for the child so that it will help him to reach his full potential. Remember, in nurturing a child, their individualities, their interests, their passion, their vision, their values should be respected. God bless you.